Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the Zero Breeze Mark II air conditioner. So one of the biggest reasons why we got this air conditioner is because it's awesome to use off-grid. So when we're off-grid, if you don't want to be running your generator, or if you don't have enough solar panels and lithium batteries to run your existing air conditioner, you can use something like this. So this generates 2300 BTU and it cools down pretty darn quick. The difference between this and using one of the bigger air conditioners is that this is more of a directional air conditioner. So if you want to get cooled down fast, this is meant to blow at you and cool you down quickly, versus a traditional big air conditioner is meant to cool down the whole unit, such as our entire truck camper. So this is not meant to cool down your entire camper. It'll take a really long time if you plan to use it like that. But if you use it and use the hoses over here, you can put these blowing outward, so then you have hot air blowing outward and cool air coming into the unit. That way you don't have a lot of exhaust going back into the camper. So that way it'll cool down quicker. And so we're going to run through a couple different features with this and show you how we use it. So for those of you that don't have air conditioners on your unit, such as a truck camper, an RV, or if you have a van, this is a great unit to use because it's very portable. So you can put this in some sort of a little closet in your vehicle or in your camper. You can even use it in your tent. So our unit has an air conditioner, but since we don't have a generator at this time, we rarely ever use it unless we're plugged in at an electric site. So with this air conditioner, it actually has a battery that is optional if you want to purchase it, and you can run it for up to 5 hours. And so you can change your air conditioning settings. So if you want to be super cold or if you don't want to be as cold, there's a lot of different settings. There's lights on it, and we'll show you that in a little bit as well. For those of you that go camping in tents, you can take this and use it in your tent as well. So if it's a super hot and humid day, you can use this just to blow air at your face, and since all the air comes right out of this end right here. And if you want to be more directional, they do come with these hoses. So this is for the exhaust, and this is for if you want to aim the air in a certain direction. So with this area up here, you can change the angle of it to go up or down, depending on which direction you want it to blow. And then if you take a couple screws out, you can actually attach this over it like this. And then this hose comes out, and you can angle it whichever direction you would like, whichever way you need the air to flow. So if you want to have it on the edge of your tent or outside of your tent in the shade, you can do that as well and put this in just through the opening so it's blowing cool air in on you. Otherwise, if you have a van, you can either do the same thing and have like your window open part way and have the vent going to the outside of the window, or you don't have to use this part if you don't want to. So at least it's collapsible like this, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. So the next thing we're going to do is show you guys how it's used with our truck camper. So we do have to get a little bit of a bigger piece of foam since we've got larger windows, and since the foam that's included is meant for sliding windows versus these windows just pan out and in a little bit. So we're going to show you a cardboard setup where we've got a couple holes for the exhaust vents. So on the Zero Breeze Mark II, this is the battery that it comes with. So if you purchase the battery, you have a couple things right here. So you've got 2 USB ports and a Type-C that if you want to charge your phones or any small devices, you can charge at the same time off of the battery. And then on the other end, this is where you attach it. So you plug this end of the battery into the air conditioner, and then at that time you can use it to power the air conditioner. So I'm going to show you that right now for what it's like to set up. So first, I put the battery down here. And it's very easy, so you can look at the bottom of the air conditioner and you can just slide it right back, and it locks into this yellow tab right back here. So then if you want to release the air conditioner, all you have to do is push down on this tab, slide it forward, and it's off. So I'm going to put it back on. It's locked on, and then I'm going to plug the cord in and show you guys that. So the cord plugs in back here. So plug right down into here first. And lock that on. And then the other end of the cord plugs in right there. right. So then at this time, if you hold this down just for a second or two, that'll power on the air conditioner. At least give you power to the air conditioner. And then you can just hit this right here and it will start turning on. So it is very, very quiet. You can probably barely hear it in the video. I'll turn up the fan all the way so you can hear how loud it gets. So it'll take about a minute at most to get up to full power, but you can already see the temperature of the air and it's going to keep going down lower and lower. And then up here on the top, there's different settings such as fan speeds, the air conditioning. This is a booster, so you can get the air to go really, really fast, cool down as fast as you can. And then you've got a mode where it can kick in only when it needs to, depending on the temperature it's set at. And then you've got a light. So if I hit the light button, that will light up in case you need that. So I'm going to flip this around. So you can see right here, this is the exhaust side of the air conditioner. So this is going to blow out a lot of warmer air. And then this is going to suck in air to cool. So when you put the hoses on, you just clip in just like that. And then you can take these ends and extend them out. And you can vent them outside of your tent, outside of your window, however you'd like to do it in your van or truck, camper, RV, however you plan to use it. So we're going to show you guys now how we use it in our camper. So we're up in the bed now of our Arctic Fox truck camper. And this is the current cardboard cutout that we have. We plan to get a foam one and once we get back from Canada, but this is what we've got for now to work with our window size. So we just cut 2 holes in it for the exhaust vents of the air conditioner. So we just slide it right in here. We took the screen off of the window and we'll just slide it right back into here, just like that. So at least right now, that way it'll keep bugs from coming in from the outside or anything else. So you just take these exhaust vents here. I'll get this angled back here. So usually when we're working down at the table or down in the living room space, the air will be blowing in that direction towards us. So right now what you want to do with these hoses, once you get them extended, we're going to put them out the window a little ways and angle down so that way the air is blowing down or sucking in from downward since the window isn't very far away. If you do have a sliding window, it will be much easier to use. So we're going to pull one end out. And I'm going to tilt it down just a little bit like this. That way, once it goes into here, it can be angled downward and outward. And then we'll do the same thing with the other part. I'm going to angle it this way. Like that, and that's all there is to it. So with a foam cutout piece, you're gonna have a lot more insulation obviously than a piece of cardboard, but at this point all you have to do is hit the power button with the battery on and give it a few seconds and it'll start up. So the other thing that you're gonna have to watch with this is that there is a hose that comes with it, which is right here. And this is for draining the water out of the air conditioner. So it takes about 20 minutes to build up enough water where it'll actually start leaking. And you want to make sure that the air conditioner is as level as it can possibly be. Otherwise, water might start leaking out from different parts of it, which they say is normal. But obviously you don't want to get your area wet, such as the bed. So I'll show you next. I'm going to pull this back. I'll show you where this plugs in. And then we just angle it back and right down into our sink. And we actually might make another hole into this so it can just drain outside of the window. So then we don't have to have it angled into our sink anymore. All right, so I'm gonna take these off just so it's easier to see in the video. So this is where the water is gonna come out right here from the air conditioning unit. So you've got this end right here on the hose and it's gonna be really snug fit. But you just gotta push her through just like that. and then you can drain it down into the sink, or you can drain it out your window, whatever your setup is like, in whichever way you prefer. And then other than that, there's not a whole lot else to it. So this battery does last quite a while. We use our Jackery unit to charge it up. And you can change the settings on the front from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So there's a lot of different options too if you prefer Celsius. So thank you guys for watching our video on the Zero Breeze Mark II air conditioner. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. We'll put a link for it down there as well in case you want to check it out. You can see different pricing, different options. You can buy the air conditioner standard without the battery if you choose to do that, or you can buy it with the battery if you want to use it off-grid. Otherwise, if you'd like to plug it in and have it powered by a generator or use it on a wall connection, you can do it that way too. It doesn't have to be used just with the battery, but since we boondock 99.9% of the time, the battery is the way to go for us since we're not really plugged into electric sites. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.